What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Alex Reviews. So, Monday, I reviewed a horrible film. Wednesday, I did an amazing episode of a TV show. So, let's do something that's just straight down the middle. Okay. Pixels. When this movie came out, it was panned by critics. They hated this film. And so, I was planning on going and watching this film before it came out because it looked interesting. Then I learned Adam Sandler was in the film. That nearly made me not see this film. I still wanted to see it because it looked interesting. I don't like Adam Sandler, okay? I think that he's probably the worst actor out there. Yeah. So, when I found out he was the main character of this film, I was like, oh boy. An Adam Sandler film. The only Adam Sandler film I ever liked was Happy Gilmore, and I'm pretty sure the whole entire internet agrees with me on that. But I gave this film a chance, and it's the second best Adam Sandler film I've seen. I don't like Adam Sandler films. This isn't a terrific film, by the way. This is an okay film. So, what's exactly up with this film? Let's get right into the review. The originality of the film. I like the 80s video game characters. That's a decent twist on this type of story. It's an alien story thing, so I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5 because taking off 2 points for that part, but I do like the 80s thing, and they kind of use like a bit of a Ghostbusters reference where they're shooting up the sky, shooting the aliens in the sky, but it uses the 80s video games. I like that twist. 3 out of 5. The predictability of the film. Yeah, this is a fairly predictable film. You can predict just about everything. Now, there's a couple surprises thrown in, but it's kind of stupidity surprises. So I'm going to give it a 2 out of 5 on this. The characters, for the most part, these characters do good. I don't care for Adam Sandler's character that much, or Kevin James's character, or the main girl character, Violet. Now, everyone else, like Eddie and the kid and Ludlow and those type of people, I actually kind of cared for, but I don't care for the main two characters, which would be Adam Sandler and Michelle Monaghan. Yeah, I mean, they do okay, but really, you're gonna make Violet the leader of something, like she works at the White House or something, and then Kevin James is the president. That should have been a sign that this film was going to be critically panned already. And then Adam Sandler's just this video game nerd who's best buddies with the president. Like, it's that should go along with the story and the plot, but it goes along with the characters too. And Adam Sandler's kind of just like a bad guy, and it's the stereotypical Adam Sandler character. You know, he's the loser, but he doesn't have a girlfriend or anything, and then he just goes off, finds this random girl. They don't like each other at first, but they end up liking each other, and yada yada yada. We've seen it before. 6 out of 10 for the characters, because most of them try, but I don't care for the main character, like the main character. The story and the plot, a 3 out of 10 because, like, aliens, that's 1. And then 2, it's just too stupid. Some films are so stupid they're funny. Some films are a little bit stupid, but it's stupid that it's funny again. But it's not too stupid that it's funny. This film, it's just stupid. The plot, and this is just about the plot, by the way, and a little bit of the characters. It's really the same Adam Sandler film that you get every single other time with any other Adam Sandler film. 3 out of 10. The moral of the film. I do like the moral of this film. It gives off a good moral that the nerds can win. The nerds can, like, do things. They can help people. 10 out of 10. I don't know who it's directed to, but good job. Is it or will it be dated? It could be, because of the 80s thing. But honestly, I don't really see it being dated. I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5. The pacing of the film. I went to see this film in theaters, and the only other people there was a mother and daughter. And I was shocked, because this was like the second week it came out. I was going to see it, and I was just like, okay, this is a bit weird, but alright, let's sit down and watch this. And the pacing of the film went fine. It was a little bit slow at the beginning, but yeah, that's just how some movies are. I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5. The impact of the film. This film's fairly impactful. It doesn't have much of a punch to throw at you, but when it does throw a little bit punch, it's fairly impactful. 9 out of 10, I'll give it. Does it hit the target audience and beyond? Honestly, I think it does, because it's going to hit with those 80s kids. It's going to hit with teenagers, too, because, like I said, I like this film. But I can see where, I know some of the critics didn't like it. I mean, the Nostalgia Critic did an episode about it. That tells you something. And I believe I saw Chris Stuckman and Jeremy Johns review it, and they didn't like it either. So, but I really think that if you're not a critic, you'll like this film, and maybe even if you are a critic, you might like this film. It's got a 5.6 on IMDb. It's not completely terrible. So, does it hit the target audience and beyond an 8 out of 10. The relatability of this film, you should be able to relate to some of these characters, like Adam Sandler. Even though you can relate to any single character that Adam Sandler plays, for the most part, you should be able to find out most of these characters and relate to at least somebody in this film. Gotta give it a 7 out of 10. The acting of the film. So here are the actors in this film. Adam Sandler as Brender, Kevin James as the President, Michelle Monaghan as Violet, Peter Dinklage as Eddie, Josh Gad as Ludlow, Sean Bean as a corporal, and Dan Aykroyd was even in this film as an announcer. Everybody does a pretty good job. Like I said, I don't think Adam Sandler is a good actor, and I don't think that Michelle Monaghan is a good actor either. Kevin James, I think, is actually a good actor. He's just associated with bad people to make him have bad roles. I think he has talent that's there. Oh, by the way, while we're on the subject of Kevin James, I'm thinking that his new show is going to flop, and they're moving Big Bang Theory to, like, Monday night for absolutely no reason. This show's not going to get any, like, viewers besides maybe the first couple episodes to see how it is, and his show's going to end after 1, if not 2 seasons. But that's just my opinion. It looks like a stupid show. He does not have good writers for him. Nobody ever writes Kevin James a good role. Besides Paul Blart Mall Cop, the original. I didn't see the sequel. Didn't want to. It looked stupid. It looked like it was going to flop. But besides that, Kevin James doesn't have any writers. He has talent. He just doesn't have writers to write the talent for him. But he does okay in this film. I mean, he acts fine. He just has a bunch of stupid lines. Peter Dinklage does a really good job. So does Josh. Josh Gad plays this, like, weird guy, and that perfectly fits him. And where did this guy come from? He was, like, he's just, to me, it looks like Olaf from Frozen. And then he was in, I think he was even in The Interview, and then he was in this film, and then I'm pretty sure he was in Sausage Party at some point, and he was in another big film that I saw, maybe, like, I don't know, I don't want to say wrong, but he was in another big film, and I'm like, where did this guy come from? Does Disney lead the way for everybody? But then again, I look at Selena Gomez, and then I'm like, oh yeah, it does. But, and Sean Bean is in this film as a corporal. He does fine. Dan Aykroyd, he's barely in the film. He's in it for like one line, but whatever. But Adam Sandler and Michelle Monaghan, the two main characters, don't do a good job. Even the kid, like Michelle Monaghan's kid, he does a pretty good job. But Adam Sandler and Michelle Monaghan, since they're the main characters, they bring the film down. So I'm going to give that a 6 out of 10. Overall enjoyment I got out of this film, I got a good bit of laughs out of this film. And I liked it. I mean, I found a bunch of plot holes because the story and the plot sucks. And I didn't really care for the characters. So when it wasn't Adam Sandler and Michelle Monaghan on screen, like if we were having a conversation between Eddie and Kevin James, like we did a couple times, I actually found that pretty funny. Josh Gad and Adam Sandler, since they don't connect, since you have like a decent actor, Josh Gad, with a bad actor, Adam Sandler, Josh Gad kind of just looks... He's supposed to look worse, but he looks a lot better. I feel that was pretty funny. So I'm giving the overall enjoyment an 8 out of 10. Overall, I give this film a 6.9 out of 10. And that's above the IMDb critics because they give it a 5.6 or something like that out of 10. It might be 5.9. But this film is an okay film. I don't think it's terrible. I don't think it's great. I do think it needs to be talked about a little bit more because I think it has some views that are a little bit strange, but some views that are pretty good. So I don't think this film's a waste at all. And if Adam Sandler can do more stuff like this, I might begin to start watching Adam Sandler. He just needs to actually do stuff like this. This is directed by Chris Columbus, by the way, just so everyone knew. But, so this is an okay film. I have no clue what I'm reviewing next. I'm recording this Monday, so this is going to come out Friday, so I guess I have a whole week. Put suggestions in the comments below if you want to. Make sure you like my videos, and if you like them, then please subscribe. That would help out a lot. This channel's growing, and I'm liking it. So I can't wait to start doing some more stuff. And my new show's coming out my other new show's coming out next Wednesday. So be out on the lookout for that. And so thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.